with her speech titled Letters. Ladies and gentlemen, valedictoria Emma Ignashevsky.
For me, this all began with sandpaper letters. Maria Montessori created these letters of the alphabet, cut out of sandpaper and mounted on pink or blue slabs of soft wood to help children learn how to write the alphabet. The color depended on whether the letter was a consonant or a vowel. We would trace the sandpaper letters with our fingers, learning the language that would spell out the rest of our lives. But when I was 3 years old, sandpaper letters were just sandpaper letters. I didn't understand that they were tools to help us learn. Only now do I appreciate their simplicity and significance. In the same way, we have no idea how some of the things we've learned in high school will help us in the future. But these 4 years are invaluable. Someday we'll see how they all fit together in a perfect little puzzle, a perfect little sandpaper alphabet. And hopefully when we look back, we'll still have that childlike sparkle of curiosity that exists in the eyes of the passionate teachers at North. In the ABCs of the Graduation Speech Handbook, it suggests the theme of achieving one's goals, setting high standards, reaching for the stars. But if we were to zoom out of it from the proverbial flaming balls of fire, we might focus our lens on something different. Instead of picturing the end result, we might try and work forward from promising situations. And today represents one of the most promising accomplishments of our lives. Zooming out more, we might find that our lives are quite insignificant. After all, it is said insects were around far before we were even burgling whatsits, and bees structure their governments while we are today still struggling. While some say the future is ours, others say the apocalypse is ours. We are inheriting a world on the brink of extinction. The global way of life today cannot continue. But if we are conscientious enough, our actions can change the outdated opinions of our elders. Our stereotypical rebellion can be constructive. Our generation not only has the potential, but also the drive to take progressive social steps. But inevitability hides behind every corner. We will make mistakes. I will strive to make mistakes. But mistakes are bizarrely underestimated. In school, we learn the stories of world leaders, governments, and citizens. Hopefully, we've learned enough to not repeat their errors. And of course, we've made quite a few mistakes of our own. But there's an art to making mistakes. The beauty of a true mistake lies in its singularity. After 18 years, we're not masters. And hopefully, we've learned enough so far to ensure that our mistakes remain unbounded, unduplicated, and unique, just like us. I wrote letters to some of the world's most well-respected leaders and thinkers, asking their advice about my speech. I was relieved to discover that, for the most part, they were too focused on other more pressing issues to reply. But I appreciate what I did receive and would like to share the thoughts of one of those who did reply, President Bill Clinton. High school diplomas are evidence of hard work and determination, as well as an important step toward personal and professional achievement. This is a proud achievement to be celebrated, but the journey does not end here. Our nation will soon look to your generation for the ideas, creativity, and leadership we need to face the challenges ahead. He's right, you know. A lot has happened in 4 years. The tsunami in the Indian Ocean, Hurricane Katrina, the cyclone in Myanmar, genocide in Darfur, gas prices skyrocketing, and the tragedy of our own classmates and their families being deported because of obscene prejudices. On the other hand, our sports teams have skirted on the edge of winning state championships. Our academics have achieved national status. Our performances in the arts and in our communities have improved beyond measure. Hopefully, our journey will be rich with diverse experiences we can share, and hopefully we won't limit ourselves. We should be adventurous. Dr. Seuss says that his alphabet starts this letter called Yuz. It's the letter he uses to spell Yuzamatiz. We'll be sort of surprised what there is to be found once we go beyond Z and start poking around. Indeed, we should refrain from becoming too attached to our norms, because society's paradigm is constantly shifting. In fact, we should make sure that we see the world in other cultures and do something crazy and exciting like cliff diving or rafting the Amazon. Yet for now, we are elated to receive a document indicating our success in high school. On paper, we've earned our diploma by taking classes and receiving the grades necessary to qualify us for graduation. But those letters on our report cards are the ones that don't matter. The most important lessons we've learned these past 4 years have been outside of the classroom. Wherever we go, these lessons will continue, and the sandpaper letters will stack up, fragments in the alphabet of our existence.
Thank you, Emma. Now I would like to introduce our next speaker, salutatorian